Hi, my name is Andy Boyle, and welcome to The Primer. This is a video how-to series on the Forensic Technology product line and some tips and tricks on how I think you can best use them to get the most efficient use out of them.
Continuing our quantum walkthrough here, let's take a look within this comparison screen. Let's go back and take a closer look at the correlation results here. Now, this quantum is configured currently to automatically run the quantitative analysis on the two items when I do a comparison. I could deactivate that if I wanted to. If I wanted to not have any computer assistance in my comparison and simply look at these and find the match on my own, I'm able to do that. But currently it's configured that as this opens up for the comparison screen, it will run the QA on these two items, and that's represented here, where there are two individual scores that are assigned during the quantitative analysis process. Horizontally here, you have the pattern matching score is charted out along that horizontal plane, and vertically you have the line counting score, where however strong that score is charted vertically here. And right now we are looking at the RBL graph, looking at the best phase comparison here. And we can see that by the fact that best phase is checked off. And actually, you know what? I'm going to turn off the reference data here. The gray cloud of items in the background here is from the reference data of when their research was being done. If I turn that off, I can see more clearly where the little marker is for how strong this comparison performed. And so best phase is down here. Best phase, we have the pattern matching score has a value of 0.54. The line counting score has a value of 0.57. And that combines for an FMR value of 12.04. So just to summarize that, pattern matching score 0.54 is about here. If you look straight up, there it is. Line counting score 0.57, so just below 6 here, there it is. So those two individual scores combine for that placement within the graph. And then to establish the false match rate, we go from that lower left portion here and extend upwards. And we can see the ladder of numbers here from 20 counting down to 12, 10, 8, 6. Right here where it would be 4, what would be a value of 4 is what we call the separation line. And the closer that marker is to that separation line, well, that area is pretty much where the visual comparison starts to become quite apparent to the human eye. You can have matches that are below that. You can have non-matches that are above that separation line. But ultimately, you'll see similarities as you get close to that area. And then the further up it extends, the stronger those similarities should be, like we were seeing on our comparison right in the middle of the screen here. So that false match rate value of 12.04 has it charted here just below, just above that 12 marker here. So 6, 8, 10, 12, there it is. And there's a mathematical formula you'd use to establish that, what the false match rate value represents, and that is 1 over 10 to the power of that number value. So the FMR value is 12.04, that's 1 over 10 to the power of 12.04, and in this case that's over 1 trillion. So the odds of a different barrel producing more similar marks to what we're seeing in this comparison here are 1 in a trillion is what that's referring to. And we'll get more into the quantitative analysis as we open up the actual application for that, because we can run the quantitative analysis not just on a pair of items like we just saw, but it can be run on the entirety of what's inside your workspace, provided that it has conventional rifling at this time. Other rifling types will be coming in the future, but for now it's got to be conventional rifling. So I'm going to go ahead and close this comparison. And that'll be it for today's episode. We'll continue with our walkthrough on the next one.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to the channel for future content, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.